Alright, brush monkeys, we are back, and this week we are painting the last of our plastic female gunslingers from the Gunslingers Gunfighters 2 box set. If you want to call them gunslingers, they're gunfighters. This one is going to be based on January Jones from the TV show Sweetwater. Again, it's not one, or maybe it's a movie. I think it's a movie. But either way, obviously I'm not real familiar with it. But she had such a striking dress in the movie that I decided that I had to go with this one. So it's going to be bright purple. And I think that's going to look really cool. So yeah, I've got all the paints laid out and we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on her. And then we'll come back and see how she looks. See you in a bit. Alright, boys and girls, I got her skin and her hair. Well, I got her hair based. I don't have her skin. Her skin's done. The hair has got the Griffhound orange contrast paint on it. When that dries, I'm going to give it a layer of Riser Rust, kind of bring out those highlights. Because if you look at the reference pic, she's got very kind of orange hair in this shot, which contrasts nicely with the purple dress that she's going to have. She also has very striking makeup, like her cheeks look like somebody slapped the hell out of her. So I went ahead and mixed a little bit of Carroburg Crimson with the shade wash, and after I had shade washed her skin and then highlighted it back up, I went under her cheeks with the Carroburg Crimson mix to kind of give it that bright red cheek color that she's got in the movie. So for right now, her hair is still wet, as you can see. I'm going to take a break here and let that dry, and then we will come back and start in on the dress. The dress is going to be Vallejo model color purple with a Magus purple wash over the top of it. I think that's going to look really nice. It's not going to be too dark, but it's going to be not as bright as the purple. And then I'm going to go over the trim with Vallejo model color, or excuse me, Vallejo game color purple, midnight purple, which you can see is a very, very dark purple. It looks more blue on camera, but it's actually a really dark purple. So that's going to look really nice. And like I said, I'm going to highlight her hair with the Riser Rust. So for right now, I'm going to take a little break, and when excuse me, and when we come back, we'll finish up her hair and start on the dress. See you in a bit. Alright, brush monkeys, so now her hair is completely done and her dress is done. That's just about the exact color of purple I was going for, and it looks really good. So up next, I'm going to do her guns, her shotgun on the back and her pistol in her hand here. They're both going to be done with Gravelord Gray and then dark wood grips, wooden parts. The body of the shotgun is probably going to be gunmetal, metallic, or black and steel probably. And then we will go from there. So she's coming along pretty well. See you in a bit. Alright, we got the pistol and the rifle done for our gal here. And I even free-handed a rifle strap for her. And base coated the gun belt in Brain Matter Beige in anticipation of the snakebite leather. We're going to paint those belts. And base coated her boots with Brain Matter Beige for the Black Templar. We're going to Black Legion. We're going to paint those. So she's coming along really well. I think she's almost done. If she would focus, it would be enormously helpful. There we go. But yeah, she's coming along pretty well. A couple of areas to touch up, but yeah. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, brush monkeys, we have her leathers done. The gun belt is all painted up. The strap for the rifle is all painted up. And actually doesn't look too bad for it not actually being sculpted onto the figure. It actually looks like there's a shoulder strap there. Which is pretty nice. And her boots are done. I'm going to let those dry, and then I will paint the belt buckle and the gun or the bullet casing there, and then we're going to call this girl done. We'll be ready to do the basing, which you've seen a dozen times already. So we base the same as the others. And yeah, we're almost done. See you in a bit. Alright, brush monkeys, as you can see, I got the bullet casings and belt buckle done on her, and I've got the base, at least base coated. Once that dries, we'll put on the white glue and the texture paste, etc., etc. But for the most part, I think I'm calling this girl pretty well done, with the exception of the basing. I like how she turned out, and next time you see this gal, she'll be completely done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there is our finished figure based on January Jones from Sweetwater. I think she turned out pretty well. She looks like the reference picture. I like how it turned out. So thanks for joining me for another Gunfighters 2 video. Next week we're going to do the overall review and wrap up of the box set. And then we'll call it a day. Move on to something else. I've got some fun stuff planned for the end of the year. An old Rapham box set, an old Grenadier box set, and of course our Dragon December. So stick around. I got some fun stuff coming up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you just saw, click like down below. If you want to be informed when new videos post, click subscribe. That's a great way to find out when I post. Like, most people who watch my channel know that I post on Fridays, but I post a lot of extra stuff and like unboxing videos and product reviews and things like that. In between the week, if something happens, I may post a little extra video here and there, and clicking subscribe is the best way to find out when that happens, when I post something new. In the meantime, you can follow Flying Monkey Studios on pretty much all the social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Hang it, Eon. Hive. I'm on DeviantArt, Tumblr. I'm on TikTok for as long as that lasts. There's a thing in the process about getting rid of TikTok, so by the time this airs, there may not be a TikTok, but anyway, I'm on pretty much all the social media platforms, so check it out. And finally, don't forget to check out our new merch store at flying-monkey-studios.printify.me. The old Store Frontier site kind of went belly up, so I moved to a different store. This one's got all the same designs as our old store, plus a couple of new designs, and it's also got all kinds of new merch, like notebooks and pins and like car seat covers and stickers and all kinds of stuff that you can find there. They've got a great variety of stuff, and you can get pretty much anything you want with the Flying Monkey Studios logo on there. If you see something on that site that you want and it's not already offered by Flying Monkey Studios, let me know. I'll slap a Flying Monkey Studios logo on it and offer it. Just let me know. So yeah, go check that out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.